Hello, I'm Lolanda from our Back to Eden garden, and we're here in North Las Vegas, Nevada, where it's about to start pouring down. So I want to give you a quick tour and an update what's going on in our Back to Eden garden. So look at these beautiful crookneck squashes. We were surprised today. We had some really big ones in here. Look at that. Take a look. Wow. So I'm going to be doing some picking. I won't do it today because the rain is going to start. We'll go back that way. You see that one? Juicy. Let's see if there's any more in here. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's another one. You know, there were so many leaves we couldn't see anything. Now they're kind of dying back, the leaves, but look at that. It's gorgeous. I'm going to check over here a little bit. You know, I don't think we're going to have much more hot weather. I think it's probably going to be what you think, maybe in the hundreds.
And then probably after this month or near the end of this month, looking at the weather, we'll have in the double digits.
So we have some sugar babies here.
There's a huge one over here.
And I'm going to check back here. Sugar baby. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Yep. So they're hiding in here. Yep.
Anything up there?
Nothing in here. We got some okra. I've been picking okra every day. Watch the okra. We got lemongrass. I've been cutting that lemongrass back. It's time to cut it back every 2 weeks to keep giving harvest. I have lemongrass spread around the garden boxes. You will see it. Okay, we have more squash over here. Let's see here. So these are wilted. They didn't do well. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. This is kind of like a smorgasbord of things.
Forest, huh?
Yeah. Those didn't do well. We probably needed more light. We should have probably thinned those back.
Yeah. Every time I did,
Yeah.
the leaves grew back.
Oh, okay. Here's another squash. This is a butternut right here trying to form. Yeah, I thought you pruned these a couple of weeks ago, didn't you?
Twice.
Yeah.
And the leaves, it just grew back so prolifically.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't see much in leaves. It's just like all leaves and no
yeah.
fruit.
Yeah, well, we have some other little ones, I think, coming.
Yeah.
There's a little one here just starting.
Yeah, let me see if I can
Yeah.
get that down. So it's
Yeah.
Well, here, I think it's 3. Actually, they're starting to fruit the females. So hopefully they'll
Yeah, I
grow
think
larger.
I think because it's going to cool down a little bit, I think we'll get a little bit more out of them.
Another fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to push too much without.
You want to go in the main
Okay.
garden area?
Yeah. Let's go this way. You want to? No? Let me finish showing over here.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of wildflowers that my husband planted. Some more lemongrass behind this pistachio. Kumquat, catnip. And these are cucumbers. And of course more wildflowers. And we have lots of flowers on the cucumbers.
You got flowers too?
Yeah, flowers on them and no cucumbers yet. And I think we should start picking. Yeah, these are. And these might make it because the weather's going to be cooling down a little bit. It won't be so extremely hot. And these are all my moringas. They're doing good. I should start cutting moringas back. And yeah, he hates when I cut them, but I'm going to be cutting some moringas. You know, just like I've been cutting the lemongrass. And we have some black eyes Susies over here. And this garden bed didn't prevail really because it was too hot for it and we didn't cover it. So this is just one of those, yeah. Yeah. And back here we got some wildflowers, some amaranth here.
Green amaranth.
Yeah, green amaranth. We have some ginger growing in here. And over here we got catnip, and we have catnip, and we have oregano and periwinkles. And here we have Jerusalem artichokes, some black-eyed mollies.
I thought they were doing really well too.
I mean black-eye, yeah, Susans. I don't know why I said mollies. And some holy basil, Tulsi tea, And this is a strange little pepper plant growing like a tree,
What's
and
your
it's been
friend down
producing. My husband has an old friend here. I'm scared to move around. This is an herb tree, Vitex. Vitex. These are little shrubberies, lemon, lime. Our pepper tree was beat down by the heat, but this thing comes back every year. I'm going to prune it back. I'm not doing anything right now. This is more amaranth.
there? Green hamlet.
Yes. And these beautiful plants are 4 o'clocks
What are they called? 4 o'clock.
because they open up at a certain time of the day.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, the white. Yeah, like kind of like morning glories. Look at these. This is more Tulsi holy basil.
Wow.
We have some, yeah, we have some elderberries here. Leaf of life plant back here. I need that leaf of life plant. Respiratory issues, so I'll be taking those leaves. I got more in the other garden beds, and I'll show. So, yes, another medicinal lemon lime trees, and these are the rest of the trees. Oh, this is a guava.
Guava.
Yes, and those leaves are medicinal too. So, and it's going to be an evergreen, so it's going to be beautiful even in the winter. So, even though I didn't get any guavas this year, I probably will next year off the next, because we have a couple of these.
Right.
But I'll be using the leaves. Of course, I'm going to be taking these leaves too. The mulberry leaves are very medicinal. And then we can go over to, we have more trees, but we're going to go over to the garden beds because it's about to storm. And this is my husband's little prized possession, even though it was mine in the beginning. And there, that baby is trying to grow in the grass.
What is this?
The elephant leaf, yeah, which is truly like a cassava, that tuber plant. So we're going to go over here. So this bed we're taking out, you know, we had a lot of theft going on with butterflies laying their eggs here, but we have some nice Swiss chard that I've been using, and it's almost to the end. So we're going to clean this out a little bit. And these are peppers. The Swiss chard is going to be fine. The peppers are going to be fine. Guess what? Do you guys see this beautiful plant? You call it anima or animu. The Jamaican name is guinea hen wheat. Yes, that's what we got going on in here. Lots of it. Beets over here. Cannabis right there. Calendia here.
What is cannabis being used for?
Used for everything. It's for rheumatoid arthritis. You know, the cannabinoids and all of the things that's in it, they don't even know how many they have. But if you want to use it in a very healthy medicinal way, just like you do any greens, juice it. Put it in your salads. That's what I do. Make teas with it. You're not going to get any type of intoxication by juicing it and drinking it and ingesting it that way, but you're definitely going to get all the benefits of everything else. This is chamomile. We have comfrey here. I got comfrey growing under all of those wonderful plants because that's a nitrogen fixer. It's wonderful for the soil, and also I make oils with that. Yeah, Jamaican cherries, beautifully growing in here.
Jamaican cherries is growing fruit.
Yeah, this is like actually trees. They have little, and they're very medicinal too. So
They're doing very well.
yeah, they are. They're doing excellent in our Back to Eden garden. I have some more ginger here. I have a row of sage here. See that nice turmeric blossom right there? So I have turmeric spread around on a lot of these. The sage is here. And you're looking at, this is cilantro, goes to seed, and that's fine. I've been using it. You know, it's so funny when you buy cilantro at the store, and my petals were big, but this stuff, and as small as it is, you need just like a handful of it, not even a sprig of it, and it's so strong, and it's so good and pungent. So I've been using that, and
What is this?
you know, I told you that it was the butterfly pea, but I'm not sure now. I don't know if this is that or if it's my sweet potato. I'll have to do a check on it because they look almost just alike.
Look like sweet potatoes.
Yeah, it does. So here's more anima, which is guinea hen wheat. Here's another Jamaican. These are Swiss chard, of course. They're not going anywhere. And I have some more cilantro over in here. But again, it's just now time, and we'll probably clean out the beds tomorrow. I'm starting new plants, and I'm going to leave them in their little plant casings, and you'll see me doing that tomorrow and the next day. I'm going to leave them in there for 6 weeks until I'm ready to put them in the garden beds. This is dill weed, yes, going to seed, and the seed is good. Here's more comfrey right here under the cannabis plants, like I said, which is very good. Changes the soil. We have here more ginger, more turmeric, Genovese basil. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so good. I've been making soups with this. I'm gonna dry some and put some and make it into little cubes for pesto later. And I have my Harvest Right freeze dryer, so I'm gonna be working with that to try to figure out how to do that. Now here, this one is doing well. This is actually a kiwi plant. I have them in several boxes, but you know, I never know what's gonna do good, so I spread things out. This one is doing wonderful. And I was wrong. This is definitely sweet potato, because guess what this is? See this?
What's that?
This is that butterfly
Oh,
tea.
okay. Pea.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Oh, yeah, I can
so
see
now
the fibrils on
yeah, so now I know because I couldn't remember where I planted, to be honest, you guys, but you know, that happens in the garden. So I have more Genovese basil. In here you can see some
It's really taking off,
bunching
too.
onions right here in the middle. There's some spinach mixed in there. There's some turmeric mixed in here. There's some parsley mixed in there. It's like a lot of things, just like I like it, all messed up and jumbled. And when I go out here to pull it, I'll be pulling it too. I just pull anything I want and I make stuff out of it, salads. You know what's so crazy, you guys? You won't believe this. And that kale looks really ranky and crazy right now. I'm gonna let my husband give you a look. But this kale is like 3 or 4 years old. That's why they call it dinosaur kale. Lacentino kale. I'm gonna pull all this stuff off, and I got a lot of little white flies, so I'm gonna spray it down with neem, get this thing cleaned up. But this bad boy is not going anywhere. It's been lasting because it's dinosaur kale. Jamaican cherries, guinea hen weed. Let's get up in here. Get up in here. Look at here. Look at this. What is this? This is, he wants to say it, so let me help
It's,
you.
um,
It's,
Carlo likes this.
no, it's not. She can't eat this one raw. This is feverfew.
Oh, okay. You
So
know, I
this
thought
is
that
fever. I know you thought it was
tea.
chamomile.
Right, chamomile. I thought it was
Well,
chamomile.
this is feverfew, so it's growing proficiously right here. It's going all this way. It's doing really good. I got a lot more herbs in it. You can't see because this stuff is overcrowding, but it was too hot for me to try to take it back. And I also needed it for my juices, more rainbow chard. There's some horehound over there, and I'm going to show you a picture of the horehound. This is the horehound right here. Okay. Then I got an artichoke going in here. That's some good medicine right there. Those leaves I'm going to be using. See those artichoke leaves?
Yeah, one of that. to grow a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
bigger.
yeah. It's going to get giant. Wait, it likes the winter, so just wait. See right here? Look at that. So that is marjoram, cousin to oregano. Actually, I think that's oregano. I don't know what nobody's saying, but my oregano, that looks just like oregano.
What is all this?
Oh, you know, this right here, it's not my friend. I really don't know what it is. To be honest with you, I let it grow profusely, and it looks like an eggplant, but it's not. And I think it's a nice shade, and they always do that. They just take over, so I'm going to have to probably pull this out. Yeah.
Is a stinging nettle.
Look at my stinging nettle. Euretica is right in here. Dosea is in there, and I've gotten this out. But so this right here will be the week that I'm pulling this all out, okay?
Okay, we'll do a plant identification.
Yeah, yeah. I did, and it was some kind of a nice shade. So I didn't plant it. It's not my own. I'm not claiming it.
Everything
Parsley over here, more cannabis, and more comfrey. Look at these comfrey leaves. Look how huge they are.
Wow.
Now, you know what? The smaller ones have more medicinal purposes for oils. And again, I'm going to dry this. And then some of these, again, I'm going to put down as composting because my husband makes all of this wonderful jadam, and he's going to love that. But also, I make salves out of this. And, you know, they always tell you, don't take the, you shouldn't take comfrey. My mother, the first herbalist that I knew, my mother used comfrey, and she had hair down to here. She was a beautiful lady, but she was truly an herbalist. She had 7 children, and we all gardened. We all were in the backyard with her, gardening, her and my father. But comfrey tea, she used to drink it, and she would call it her green frog juice. It was nasty, nasty, nasty. And she would also pour it over her hair as like a conditioner. But long story short, they tell you that they can't say that now, and science won't let you say it because of the alkaloids in it, but you can't drink it. But the studies that they use and the way that they did it on the cows, it was like something so crazy that it would take like 100 bales that you would have to eat to be poisoned. So they use that to villainize it, and of course everybody stopped using it. I use it. I make comfrey compost things out of it. I also use it as salves and also as a tea. My records and all of the things that I do with myself to go and get myself checked out, so far so good. And I'm not a spring chicken. So anyway, let's move on.
And this is spinach.
The spinach, and this is called, it's crazy. They call it longevity spinach, but it's really like a baby chard. It's just a very resilient one. Yeah, so it's not as big as the leaves as the regular chart. Well, you bumped into my friend, and this is not my friend. We need to get rid of her.
Is this
This
a
is a
boy?
girl.
This is no.
This is a
It's
girl.
a girl.
Yeah, this is a girl. You have to. She will be leaving tomorrow, and unfortunately, I have to let her go.
Why?
Oh well, it's okay. She's going to turn into more medicine.
Okay.
So when they flower like that, I have to get rid of them because that means I have a boy, and you don't know. And this is a boy too next to her. So all of these are boys right here.
He gotta go.
Yeah. So this is a boy, and this is a girl. This is one girl you have. See this one girl here? Look at her. She has flowers. I'm going to show you the difference right here. Let me show you the girl. See these little flowers coming out?
spindles.
Those little spindles, that's a girl. And come here, let me show you the boys up close.
I see him.
The boys got these flowers, and they have these little sacks, like little nut sacks on each side that comes out in spikes when they first start out. But is this medicine? Absolutely, and every bit of this will be used. I don't let nothing go to waste.
So you want me to pull it and dry it?
Yeah, we're going to pull it, not today because it's raining, because they're not going to pop out today. They're not quite ready yet. They're still green. When they start turning white, you know they're going to pop.
I don't want to feminize it.
So this is beautiful white sage. I love it. So I'm going to be cutting some of these to make smudging sage, as well as I'm going to cut them also so I can make some new ones. But I love this white sage. I have different sage over there, but I love this sage. These are jalapeno peppers. Yep, and I use those almost every other day in an omelet or in something I'm coming out, garden salad. Yeah, they're pretty heavy. Lots of them. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and what's that over there?
Now, I don't know what's wrong with this bad girl here, but you know what? See, this is not going to waste. See how heavy she is here?
Yeah, she's
But
top
guess what?
heavy.
And she's not gone. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to stick her in the ground and watch what she does. She's going to come right back. So these are leaf of life again. They're all truly leaf of life, and I can make more plants from those. This is Tulsi again, all wild in here.
What's this over
That is a Jamaican cherry.
there? Making sure.
And here's more anima right here. And then this is peppermint growing under the understory, right here.
Okay.
Yeah, and a little bit of oregano, I believe. Yeah, oregano. So, coming this way, we hadn't finished over here, so you want to finish over here first? Okay, so these dandelions weren't doing good in the growing towers
At all.
at all. They were like this big and had been that big for 3 months. I said, you know, I'm in my herbal store, the herbal triage, because I triage everything. My husband gets tired of me doing that, but I'm going to take it and try to save it first. So with me saving those babies that he wanted to get rid of, look at them now. They're growing up.
Yeah.
They're thriving. He wanted to throw you guys away, but I wouldn't let him do it. So now here we are. This is my girl, lemon balm from seed, and they're just doing fine. And they'll put. I want them to get big enough so I can cut off of them now. But then at the same time, the wintertime, once we cover this, they're going to do good. There's marigolds in here.
One come flower from that.
Yes. Got
Finally.
it. Finally a marigold flower. They took forever. You got comfrey in here again. You
Wow.
got chives in here.
Onion.
Yeah. So now with us getting rid of all of these other plants, this one girl is
boys
going to
in there,
have.
too.
Yeah, it's a lot of boys, but this one goes over here. It's going to be one girl, but you know what's so good about it though? She'll get a chance to grow it to be really big and strong now. She's just going to take off.
gonna get them
So
tomorrow.
I don't do any feminized seeds. I like to just get what I get, and then when I get to the point of getting rid of them, I get rid of them in a good way because they always are used for medicine. This is the medicine that Yahweh made, and I'm blessed to have it. So, yeah. So, and I'm not sure if I can identify this one right off the bat, so I'm going to leave it alone because I know what it looks like, but then again, it doesn't. Kind of looks like them over there, but it's not. So I'll have to see. Oregano, I've cut this oregano back just a week ago, so it's kind of small. It was huge. I made lots of oregano oil that's in the sun right now. It's sunning. I have it on the table with olive oil, making that. I have some other oils I'm making too. And this little baby, I just want to show off this girl right here. Right here. That is a cancer bush from South Africa. I'm so proud of her. Fratensia, a Sutherlander. And I have tried to grow this bad girl so many times and she would not grow. When I tell you she would not grow, over and over and over. So finally I'm getting her to grow and I'm excited about that. So this is wonderful. And then here, that actually, before I say what it is, let me just take a check. Well, what I would want it to be is skull cap, but what it is actually lavender basil. Okay?
Get the towers real quick.
Okay, we're gonna hit these towers. Oh, this, wait, he didn't sow my sweet potato plant right here. And I have more okra going right here. And towers. I have string beans, pole beans. I have porcellina, which is actually purslane, and it is edible. More beans I planted, and on the bottom rows are squash. So they still have time to go. We're in Las Vegas, so we're not going to get that frost probably until the end of, what do you think, October?
Probably in November.
Yeah, so everything that I'm doing is redundancy, planting over and over again. So these are all beans, more beans, and beans in the bottom. I didn't put anything in the sides yet because I'm going to fill that with arugula and spinach. I just need to wait till it gets cooled off a little bit, but that's what's going to be in there.
And what are we doing with the cactus here?
Oh, this is the mother Nepalese. My mother load the tuna here. So I have lots of these out front, and I just stuck some Vinca majors in there. And this one I take from her, and I make babies and propagate babies. So 2 years ago, I propagated babies. And out front, every 2 days, I go and take a pad, and I make my green juice with that. Keeps it alkaline, keeps me real. Lemongrass in here, it doesn't look like anything, but this lemongrass, when I cut it, because it's so long, and I take this one, it grows back. 2 weeks ago, I cut this one, and 2 weeks ago, I cut that one. I'm going to cut it down again probably Monday. Oh, those are some watermelons. These are sugar babies. Yeah. And there's more watermelons. There's a different type, so I'm not sure which one is which. One was sugar babies, and the other ones were the big ones. Oh, this one right here, this beautiful baby is what we get the patai. This is the dragon fruit, and I'm tying it up because I would like to have some dragon fruit one day. So I think if I didn't get any now, I will be getting some by the next year. We had someone to construct these for us so they could grow and come through here. I'll have my husband and me will retie this one back up there. But when they get too long, I just tie them up because once they start trailing over here, they're kind of going to look like bananas, big long vines of bananas hanging off. And then the actual patais, the dragon fruit, will be hanging on top. And we should get those very soon. You fertilize them real good. My husband fertilized these bad boys with that jadam.
Jadam liquid fertilizer.
Yeah, that he makes. So I'm sure it's going to come through.
That we learned to make from Young Sung Chow.
No, he learned to make that. I didn't do that.
I learned to make from Young Sung Chow.
Yeah, so we just have our waterfall and the little lilies over here. This stuff looks a little dead now, but you know what? You got to realize we're surviving in the desert. The heat's been up to 115, so all of this stuff did so wonderful. And then I have another, so these cactus pieces that fell off, look at them, because they were just too heavy. They're not going to waste. They'll be repotted and put to use and made more nopales and more pads. Yeah, I'm going to take you guys over here. We have another, this is a prickly, and I'm expecting to get some prickly pears from this soon. You know, I put it over there because that thing is a pain, just like it looks like. It's a pain. Believe me, I won't say the other word, but you already know what I'm going to say. It's a pain. So, oh, look at that praying mantis on it. There's a praying mantis, so beautiful on the other side. Look at that praying mantis. Isn't that beautiful, honey? Aw. Yeah, he is. He said, I bet you, he said, can't touch this. Do, 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 do. Yep. I love it. So, anyways, I want to take you to let you see the rest of the rear of the front.
This is our pumping station.
Yeah, let him tell you that.
This is our pumping station, and we use this. I'll be pouring Jadam liquid fertilizer in the main tank here.
Well, show him inside of
I
this.
want to show you inside of the intricate work that our landscaper.
Well, my husband designed this thing, so, and then we had it done once, and then he had it done a second time to perfect what he wanted done.
So different types of fertilizer will be going in each tank. And every 2 weeks, we turn that valve on, and the pumping station is ran by a swimming pool pump right here. And it will distribute that all through the garden beds.
Yeah, so we started out wanting fish, but Las Vegas is just a little too hot to keep fish in. So he adapted it to go with his own liquid fertilizer. And organic, yeah.
We use no chemicals on our
Yeah.
in our garden.
So we're going to swing this way first of all and look at my prize. This is Jamaican sorrel, and everybody knows that's the Jamaican hibiscus. I've been saying I was going to take some cuttings from this to transplant, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do that. And of course, we have a bougainvillea. Yeah, and it's been so hot out here. There was a few other things growing, and they just didn't make it. This Jamaican sorrel, this is doing so good out here. And the only thing is that this is supposed to be an annual, so I'm going to try to save it, cut it back, because I'm not sure how it's going to do in the winter. So I'm going to make some babies just in case.
Cook that bag over it.
Yeah, my husband's thinking about doing a little quick tent thing, to do for the winter, because we did that with a lot of our plants. And there's another guava plant out here. And that one, the landscapers planted before I knew it. It was supposed to be in the backyard. So long story short, is out here. We have lots of edibles in our front yard that are not noticeable, but we notice them. We notice them and we use them.
Look at how wide that Nepali is.
So check this out. So when they get that wide, that's a good base. Now this one right here is not going to stand, and that's going to probably fall off. But these are edible. The sun was so hot and scorching, so I knew it was going to be kind of knocked back. But I try to take them off when I see they're heavy. And these are all babies. Yeah, this is just 2 years worth of babies from the mother.
From the mother plant.
So that's what I'm saying. You should not starve in Las Vegas. Hey, if the stuff hits the fan, you better have stuff in your yard. Hey, I want to tell you guys something. So even these privets, they're edible as medicine. Know your stuff, okay? Because there's things that you need to hide and things that you need to know, that just in case, if you can't get medicine, just in case you can't get food, there's so many different things that you can use. I'm not going into, you can see everything that I'm talking about once my new channel is up. It's the Herbal Triage, and at the Epicurean and the Herbalist about herbs. So I don't want to get into long talks about them, but we try to have an edible landscape. This is hawthorn right here, and I do collect my hawthorn berries. As you can see, they're green right now. When they turn dark, black, purple, and believe me, these are not edible, so make sure you don't tell your children to not pick these.
Or your
they
pets.
Your pets. They need to be actually cooked before you use them. This is laurel bays. Yes, the bay leaves are very medicinal as well. And you're very useful for cooking, for teas, lots of things. The lantanas are even very useful. Medicine, more medicine. So, we can get away with a lot of medicine right at our doorstep if we want to. It's just what kind of life you want. So over here, we have more lantanas, and you can find out more about them in Jamaica. They talk about it more. American medicine, it's not up to par with Western and TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic, as well as now, the good thing about a lot of medicines coming from Africa and South Africa, even my indoor plants, and I'll have to give you guys a tour of those later, are edible in a way that they're medicinal. You never know what's going to happen, and I would prefer to deal with the things that I know my Creator made. Yeah, they talk about the side effects, but what are the side effects? Have you ever heard anybody say, what are the side effects of fast food? McDonald's. I hear all of these crazy stories, and we're panicking because we're like, you can't eat this. Vegans are mad with vegetarians. Vegetarians are mad with paleos and carnivores. You know what? Yahweh created His food on this earth for us. We've changed everything. It's all programmed. And now if it's in a shiny bag and it's plastic, or if it's in a drive-through window, you power to it. Everybody is running. We race to get there, and we have no clue what chemicals they put together. We're just like turning into clones. I would rather eat something that I know that grew from a seed. Even if you're not a vegetarian, I would rather know that this is real chicken, real beef, a cow that actually had, the parts that they should have. But we have to get past that because we're really being poisoned,